Well, hello everybody, welcome back to The Life's Good. I'm AJ, this is my channel, and I've got a substantial number of subscribers. However, a lot of those subscribers joined my channel in the early days when it was predominantly gardening, my greenhouse, my vegetable plot, fruit, all manner of things. And from there I used to make my jams and chutneys, even wine and other things. And my life has changed an awful lot over the last couple of years, and where I currently live, I do not have a garden. Not a garden as such per se. However, I do have a little area outside my bungalow here that I could perhaps utilise, and I am looking at ideas to provide me with some way of growing some salad crops and a few bits and pieces. Things that are easily grown in a container perhaps, or a small raised bed. However, I need to get permissions in order to do something like that with the land around this bungalow. And I'll make a promise that in the next couple of videos I'll take you outside, show you the area around my bungalow, and indeed perhaps throughout my bungalow there's a few things I can show you there. To show you where I'm at and what I'm doing and what I'm possibly able to do with this little plot. But back to today. The last time we spoke I was in the process of making a couple of beer kits up, and that was the Bad Cat, which I set away and showed you guys how I was doing that. That's bubbling away in the pub in the pantry, and I was also intending to do the American Amber Ale. However, my day didn't pan out quite as expected. I had a few phone calls with family and friends, and I needed to cook a dinner and one thing and another, so I actually didn't get around to doing the Amber Ale on the same day. And then I was going to do it today, which is the Friday, a week later, and when I opened the box I realised that, contrary to what I said in my last video concerning the sugar in the kits, this kit actually has a bag of sugar provided in addition to the beer mix. And I did say that some of the more expensive kits, where you get the bigger bag or the 2 tins of mixture, you don't need to add sugar. This kit comes with a bag of sugar. Now I thought what I'd do is show you what's in this kit as I'm about to open it and use it today. So if I swivel you around, I'll open the box and let you see what's coming out of this box and what you actually get for your money when you purchase one of these kits. I always find it hard to make a video about making beer without having a beer. This is, as I described last time, the last of my Muntons Old English Ale. It's actually very, very good. It's stayed the distance. As I said before, it's been in that keg the best part of 2.5, 3 months, something like that. And it's still perfectly good, although it does taste slightly aged. But even so, it's a canny pint. And cheers everybody, I'm going to have a slurp of this and introduce the American Amber Ale to you. Now the American Amber Ale is not the cheapest of kits, it's not the most expensive either, but I think I paid about £22–23 for this, and this again will make 23 litres of beer. And I wanted to show you what you get in here, so I'll just turn it around and open the box. It's got a foolproof lid on this to get in. Here we go. I may have been through this before in an older video a couple of years ago, but there's no harm in repeating it for those new to the hobby and new to my channel. So having opened the box, the first thing you get is this kit instruction leaflet. Very, very easy to follow, very straightforward, lots of information in here. Gives you lots of information on beer styles and other information on kits and using kits and hops and all that sort of thing. But the basic instructions in here tell you how to make your beer. Very, very handy. The next thing you find sitting in the top here is a little sachet of beer yeast. Now, interestingly, I'm in the northeast of England, and the beer yeast supplied with the American Amber Ale is a Newcastle Dark Ale beer yeast. Clearly they've chosen this as it works well with the ingredients and provides a decent tasting beer. I'd not noticed that in other kits before, but Newcastle Dark Ale beer yeast. You get a 10 gram sachet of that in the kit. You also find a bag of hops. You've got 100 grams of American Amber Ale hop pellets there. They don't explain what hops are in here. It's probably a blend or a mixture of various hops in a pelletized format in this bag. And you add these about a week after setting the beer away. In addition, as I said about the sugar, you get this sort of 1 kilo bag of brewing sugar, which you add to the mixture in the bucket when you add boiling water, and dissolve this into the mixture before topping it up with cold water. So you get your brewing sugar with the kit, and also a smaller bag of sugar, if I can get that out. They call it the priming sugar. It's the same sugar, just a smaller bag of, and you add this to your keg or split it between your bottles if that's what you're doing. If you're bottling your beer, you'd have to split this between them. But for a keg, you add this priming sugar. It's about 3 ounces in there, priming sugar, for the secondary fermentation when you pop it all in the keg. And then finally, in the bottom, if I can get this out easily, it's very heavy. It's in a foiled bag. That is the brewing mixture. It's like a thick, treacly, heavy mixture. And this contains all your barley and malt and so on and so forth. And that you need to pop into some warm water for 10 or 15 minutes to soften it before you pour it into your bucket to set it all away. So that is what you get in your box. As you can see, the box is now empty. It's a really good kit. It's, as I said, everything in here that you need to make your beer. I have made this before on several occasions, and I find it an excellent ale and fairly foolproof in the making. And I'm sure if you were thinking of having a go at something a bit more adventurous maybe, or a little different to your normal sort of cheaper beer kits, you can't go far wrong with one of these. I'm trying to think who is it's a Young's brew, hence the Young's priming sugar that comes with it. So everything here is made by Young's, and it's a simple enough kit, easy to make, and makes a really good ale that you can enjoy at home. You've probably noticed that I normally label my kegs with something that indicates what is actually inside it. And I have mentioned before that I usually cut something out of the front of the box or the side of the box that has a logo or a name on, that I use to create a little label to attach to the top of my keg, so I know exactly what beer is inside. Young's have actually supplied you with a label printed on the top of the box, on the lid. The little dotted line with the pair of scissors indicates that you can cut that out and use it to label your keg. How amazing is that? Well, there you go. The American Amber Ale kit by Young's. It's one I've enjoyed making before. I've made it several times. Never disappoints. It's a quality beer, quality ingredients, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it if you want to give it a go. If you do use it, let me know. I'd be interested to hear how you get on, what you think of using the kit, and what you think of the end result. Well, I've got a few things to do. I'm going to crack on. I need something to eat and I need to get clean and I've got to go back to work in the morning. Drink is, was it, someone once said to me, drink is the curse of the working class. That's worth considering, I suppose. Yeah, I'll come back and see you guys soon. You come back and see me soon. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon in The Life's Good. Bye bye now.